Just waiting. As you can see, the water is very still this morning. And our first crews are heading out. Yorana Mara, lovely to have you with us here today. Good morning, Rosie. Good morning. Wishing you all the best out there, all our paddlers and all our spectators. Thank you for coming along to this live stream broadcast from Apia, Samoa. Bit of a roundup for this race. We have 11 competitors. We have Germany, Brazil, Australia, New Caledonia, Hawaii, Aotearoa, Singapore, Tahiti, Samoa, USA, and Canada. Good luck to all these V6 Mastermen 50 for their race today. Big shout out to all our visitors from around the world. Aloha nui Vanessa, Maururu, Mara, Samuel, Yorana, Talofa, and Tina, kia ora. Thank you for your shout out. Aloha Pam. Good morning, Hemi. Morena, let's go. Tarawera Senior Master 50 men. Must be Bevan, Go Monshore Del Va'a. Good morning, everybody. We are probably 5 minutes away from the start. All the crews look there. So bib number 1 is Germany, number 2 is Brazil, 3 Australia, 4 New Caledonia, 5 Hawaii, 6 New Zealand, 7 Singapore, 8 Tahiti, 9 Samoa, 10 USA, 11 Canada. We are very close to a race start. Weather again here in Apia. We're not too sure what will be in store for us. Yesterday had a lot of changing conditions. Awesome venue, beautiful people. Malo. Just a rundown of the crews again and the V6 Mastermen 50. Germany, Brazil, Australia, New Caledonia, Hawaii, New Zealand, Singapore, Tahiti, Samoa, USA, and Canada. Thank you to all our visitors. Hemi with the Tarawera crew, Max, Adrian, Grant, Daryl, Gordon, and Bevan. Long way from Whakatane. Good luck. We just heard from the race organizer. This race might be delayed by a few minutes. This is the V6 Mastermen 50. Yes, here are the competitors for our race. Germany, Brazil, Australia, New Caledonia, Hawaii, New Zealand, Singapore, Tahiti, Samoa, USA, and Canada. Well, it looks like there's a hui going on right next to the buoy. I don't quite see the advantage of being that close together. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. We'll see what the race organizers do. Flags are up for start. Ready for the start, ready for the start. Beautiful images here from Apia. Any minute now, these Mastermen 50s will be gassing it. Roger Jackson from Canada. Good morning, Shannon. Let's go, teams. And they're off. We have a official race start for the Master Men 50. Bib 1, Germany. Bib 2, Brazil. Bib 3, Australia. Bib 4, California. 5, Hawaii. 6, New Zealand. 7, Singapore. 8, Tahiti. 9, Samoa. 10, USA. And 11, Canada. So one crew is pretty much taking the lead right there, and then we have a 2 or 3 canoes running for second, and that looks like Tahiti in lane 8. Yes, that is Tahiti. Who can we spot in that crew? Beautiful stroke. Oh, some very experienced paddlers in here. Beautiful. Oh, I think that's my friend Hans. Seat 3. Yorana Maruru. And close behind them is number 10 from USA. Looking very strong there, the Master 50s. And just on the inside, we'll work at getting you those numbers and updating you as we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your feedback, Roger. Appreciate that. Tahiti all the way in the front there, looking very strong. USA closely behind. There we go, the pack is spreading out. Tahiti surging ahead, and there's a 3-way battle for second. There might be New Caledonia battling with USA. And now, as you can see, our escort boat is moving further up the pack. Soon we should be able to see who is second and third. No problem, Roger. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. Number 5 out there. Looks like Aotearoa. Apologies. Hawaii. Right, see, it was New Caledonia in 4, Hawaii in 5, and USA in 10. So this is the battle for second, USA and Hawaii. Beautiful images. Well, so it looks like USA and Hawaii gaining a bit of ground on Tahiti. This will be a close race, I think. A little bit of incoming swell. Very close battle unfolding here for first, second, third. Looks like Team USA and Hawaii are passing Tahiti. USA and Hawaii neck to neck. Tahiti perhaps settling in for a longer race. We will see what happens on that downwind surf leg.
Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome again to our live broadcast from Apia, Samoa, for the IVF World Distance Championships held here in Samoa. And today is our race one for day two, Tuesday, the 15th of August. And it's such a beautiful day out there. And we have all the V6 Master Men 50 category out there on the ocean now. And it looks like it's a really close race between USA, Hawaii, Tahiti. And again, some of the strong teams, who have claimed medals yesterday, and again are doing it in this category for today. Yesterday, we saw some fantastic action out on the ocean, and we had pretty testy weather out there yesterday, and we're hoping that today is going to be a beautiful day here in Samoa. Well, it started off really, really beautiful today, and we'll see what the elements will throw us this morning and the rest of the day. But welcome again to our live broadcast from Apia, the beautiful islands of the archipelago of Samoa, for race one on day two of our IVF World Distance Championships. Talo Falava. The we have in the lead we have the USA team, V6 Masterman 50, and closely followed by Tahiti and Hawaii in second and third. There seems to be a strong lead from the USA, but Tahiti and Hawaii are gaining on the USA as well. The one right seaward is Hawaii, and they look like they are really riding the waves really beautifully, because from this angle on they seem to be gaining on Hawaii, I mean on the USA. But let's not forget what Tahiti can also come up with the swells out there. And in fourth place, we are not quite sure who is in fourth right now, or Aotearoa is in fourth place. So it's a close tussle between these four countries. I mean, Aotearoa is also also has a strong team. They've medaled yesterday in the other categories, and I do believe they also have a strong contingent or a strong team for the Master Men's 50 category. But it is a close race for the top four, because they're going out on their first leg towards the turning point, and then they come back into Apia Harbour and then go back out again for the second leg of this race. So, good morning. I love that shot. This is so beautiful. The synchronicity of this crew out here. Can't quite. Oh, this is Hawaii, the lead. No, they're in the second. They're coming in second. The swells are pretty fantastic out there. And these are experienced paddlers out in the oceans, especially our brothers from Hawaii, where the Molokai race happens. They're used to these kinds of conditions, and I'm sure that these conditions are not. Oh no, uh, number. Oh, it looks like we have a change. Hawaii is in the lead now, and in second place is USA. So now there's a switch, and we have Tahiti in third. But these top three are really really close. Beautiful swells out there, and they're riding it really really well. Fafatai Lava, and thanks for all our online viewers this morning. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support, and we'll try and give you a most beautiful footage of our races for the rest of the day on our day two IVF World Distance Championships from Samoa.
I had the pleasure of paddling with Roland Tiahui from Tahiti. We paddled in the Molokai Hoi, and he's in third. He's a very experienced paddler, so I suspect that they're just pacing themselves at this part of the race. There's a few more laps to go. Roland was an ex-champion with Shalva'a, I think for 7 years. He's probably their most, apart from David Tepava, one of the most celebrated captains of all in Tahiti, and I had a big honor to paddle with him and learn under him. So expect a lot more from this Tahitian team. They may be not in first now, but they're in the running, and they'll probably just pacing themselves, waiting for the surf and see what happens.
I just love the way that teams, experienced skiers and also experienced teams pace themselves out there on the ocean, knowing how they can work together as a team and how synchronized that they can be. But our top four teams out there, USA, Tahiti, Hawaii, and Aotearoa. So it could change to all our viewers online and also here in Samoa. These placings can change because they're very close. As you can see on the screen, we have the four are pretty much bunched in together. Then it's not much distance between the four. Talo Falava, and welcome to beautiful Samoa. Look at this. This is so beautiful. But do we see some clouds out there? Well,
Interesting fact, the steerer of the Tarawera team from Aotearoa, New Zealand, his brother is the cameraman looking at him right now, so I'm sure he's telling him, come on, let's go.
On our screen right now is Team Aotearoa. And right behind Team Aotearoa, we believe the canoe number is number one, which is Germany. And again, welcome to our broadcast for the Masters Men's 50 category this morning. The first race for the second day of the IVF World Distance Championships held here in Samoa. Looks like wow, look at the swells out there. One boat has capsized out there, and on our screen is that just went past is Canada, but we're not quite sure which team has capsized or turned over. Um, right now, at this moment, the steerers are really putting in their effort and all their skills in traversing the waves and the currents this morning. But we have one boat down. And we will get you the information soon on who this team will be, who the team is that has turned over. Good morning to our beautiful spectators here in Apia, sitting right there in the tents. Talofa lava, bonjour, hello. It's really lovely to see all of you early in the morning supporting our boys out there on the ocean. Welcome again to race one of our day two, Tuesday, the 15th of August, for the IVF World Distance Championships here in Samoa. What a beautiful shot this is on the screen right now. And this is canoe number one, row or paddled by Germany. So what we're seeing now is Germany on the screen, the Masters Men's 50s from Team Germany. And wow, look at this. I love, oh my goodness. Yeah, these are the placings we have right now is Hawaii in number one and USA number two and Tahiti in third place. beautiful out there. What we're seeing now, the coastline of Upolu Island, um, as the boats head out towards the eastern side of the island. Uh, really beautiful scenery out there right now. And we're back here again to the teams that are in the lead. We have Tahiti, USA, and Hawaii in the lead, but there's not much distance between the three boats. Um, really fantastic skillsmanships out there on the ocean this morning. We have Australia and Canada. We're not quite sure where they're coming in placing in the race, but this is so beautiful. They're really riding these waves. Fantastic um, skillsmanship out there. Um, from this angle, from the second lot and behind this lot, there's probably about 100 meters between these the ones in the lead. We have New Zealand here right in front of us, Aotearoa, in this first lot with Hawaii and USA, but they're closely followed. They're not too far behind Team Australia and Canada, and they're both very close. These two teams following the first three lot here in the front, leading the pack. We're seeing now canoe number one, and this is not canoe one. It's bear with us, folks, as we try to work out the numbers on the boats as they go up and down on those swells. Hello, Talafalava, to our spectators here in the front of the government building. Welcome again to our day two and race one, Tuesday, the 15th of August. It's a beautiful day here in Apia as we start our day with the Masters Men's 50 category race who are out there on the ocean right now. They've been in the race for the last 30 or so minutes. And it's a beautiful day. The swells are really pretty high today compared to yesterday. But we're seeing now on the screen, the team red is Tahiti. Canoe number 10 is USA. This is Team USA on the screen right now. These are the three teams that are in the lead: USA, Tahiti, and Hawaii. Hawaii is paddling canoe number 5. Team USA is closely followed by Team Tahiti, who are in canoe number 8. So these are the three boats. Hello, good morning. And so these are the three canoes that are up front: Hawaii, Tahiti, USA, and Aotearoa. But they're closely followed by uh, Australia and Canada. Oh, the swells are really picking up this morning. So it's making for some interesting racing out there. And we're approaching now the yellow buoy out there for the turning point. And we will tell you who is the first team that will make that turn to go back to Apia Harbor and then turn around in Apia Harbor again to complete the first lap. And then they have to come back again for the second lap to complete 24 kilometers. Beautiful turnout here. This is really fantastic. And we're still trying to work out which team is in the lead. If this is still Hawaii in the lead, and closely followed by Team USA in second. Beautiful turns out here at the turning point. Wow, look at that. It's not too far behind with the. It's not. If you can. Oh, it is number. It's number 5. This is Team Hawaii in the lead. And followed by number 10, which is USA. So Hawaii in the lead, closely followed by USA in second place. And in third will be. Turning now is red team, which is number 8, Tahiti. So, yeah, the placings remain. We have Hawaii in first place, Team USA in second, and Tahiti in third. The turn has kind of like lengthened the distance between USA and Tahiti, but I'm sure that Tahiti will pick up again um, now that they're on the straight back to the buoy back in Apia Harbor. But coming up to the buoy for their turn is Team. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Can't quite make out the number on this boat. In fifth place, number 6 is boat number 6, Aotearoa, New Zealand. We couldn't quite make out who is in fourth place with the number on the canoe, but what you're seeing now is Team Aotearoa, and they're in fifth. Wow, look at this. 6. Aotearoa, New Zealand is catching up with this one that was in fourth. Whoa, look at this. And we're just number 4. That's New Caledonia, Nouvelle Calédonie. Aotearoa is just like sweeping past them. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Go Aotearoa. And Nouvelle Caledonian in now in fifth place. Aotearoa has claimed fourth just after the turn. Uh, the action out there on the ocean between Aotearoa and Nouvelle Caledonian is amazing. Aotearoa has swept ahead again and has lengthened the distance between their canoe and that of Nouvelle Caledonian or New Caledonia. But I am sure New Caledonia hasn't given up because it's about catching the wave and riding the wave and then getting out of a trough when you're landing in a trough, but getting out of it as quickly as possible. Aotearoa is just doing this amazingly beautifully. And New Caledonia, they're coming up. There's now about 3 boat lengths between New Caledonia, or maybe a bit more than that. Um, but they're not giving up. I am sure because they were Aotearoa was ahead, leading up to the buoy, and then New Caledonia took over, and then back again to Aotearoa in the front. Now New Caledonia is behind, chasing Aotearoa, but I'm sure that Nouvelle Caledonian has not given up on the chase with Aotearoa. The conditions out there are amazing. This is where the teamwork, the synchronicity, and how you can work together as a team on the waves. And when you ride the waves and getting out of troughs in the waves will really make you fly through the ocean. And we're seeing some beautiful action out here by Team Aotearoa New Zealand. Welcome again to our race number 1 for Tuesday, the 15th of August, day 2 of the IVF World Distance Championships held here in the beautiful islands of Samoa. If you've just tuned in, you're looking right now at Team Aotearoa New Zealand, and they're at 4th place. They just claimed 4th place from Team New Caledonia, who were in the lead. They were ahead of them. And the placings we have now for the Masters men's 50 category is that Team Hawaii is in number 1, and coming up behind Hawaii is second place is USA, in third is Tahiti, fourth Aotearoa, and fifth New Caledonia. Welcome again to our day 2 for our race number 1. This is the Masters men's 50 on the ocean right now. The swells are pretty high today compared to yesterday, and we're seeing some fantastic action. even though we can't quite see a sort of an aerial view of the placings of all the canoes, but I'm sure that the race is pretty close with the first lot. Hello, hello, everybody, all the beautiful people out here in the tents in front of the government building of Samoa. Welcome again to our day two for the IVF World Distance Championships here in Apia. Hello, Soloya. Really beautiful to see Soloya here in Samoa. Another beautiful paddler who lives in Hawaii. And right now we're looking at some fantastic footage and beautiful scenery of Samoa um, and Apia town in the background. But we have in the front of the pack is Team Hawaii. Um, and coming in second is Hawaii, USA. There's not much distance between the two, from between first and second, because anything could happen when you can ride away beautifully, and you'd be soon up on the stern of one of the canoes without them realizing that you're just behind them. Um, Beautiful shot here of, I believe this is Team USA. Beautiful shot here of them. Fantastic synchronicity on the water right now. Yep, that was Team USA that you were looking at just then in boat number 10. We have Team Hawaii. No, this is in first, yes, Team Hawaii that we just saw on the screen. And they're closely followed by Team USA. So there's not that much distance between. Oh, this is beautiful. We have one boat has capsized.
Oh, that looks like red tops, which mean it's Tahiti. And there's no ama or kiato attached. This is a major upset. If those are red t-shirts, they'll be very unhappy. They were surging ahead, as Paul Rusenthal said. That is red. Ka aroha Tahiti. And you can see what they're missing out on here right now. Team number 5, Hawaii. Surfing away, boy, will they be happy. Ka aroha for our paddlers from Tahiti, if it is indeed you. We will wait to get more reports from our crew on the water and feedback into you as soon as we know.
Yes, aloha to our brothers out there from Team Tahiti, which then changes the placings. We have Hawaii in number 1, USA in number 2, and Tahiti was in third place. Now Aotearoa, it comes in on third place, and that brings Nouvelle Caledonie in the fourth. So again, we have Hawaii in first. Second is USA, and Aotearoa, New Zealand in third, and New Caledonia in fourth place. It's a beautiful shot here of our Hawaii team. Oh, I'm just really feeling it right now for Team Tahiti, because they were close behind in third place because there wasn't that much distance between first, second, and third. And we know how they can, you know, chase and catch up with other teams. But yeah, it's unfortunate that this has happened to their team. But Aotearoa is now coming in to take over the Tahiti placing, and they're now in third place.
I must say I've been in many races myself where the armour has come off right on the final part of the surf leg, and it is really disappointing. It is heartbreaking, but at the same time that's racing, and you just don't know what happened. Sometimes it's a rigging fault, sometimes the steerer may be taking the line too hard. It could be any number of things. Yeah, but our thoughts and prayers go out to those paddlers, primarily for their safety, and that everyone is accounted for. That's the main thing.
There's not much distance between first and second on the screen right now. Oh, we have a red team on the screen.
Well, if that's Tahiti, we've sent you down the wrong path. We'll get our drone as close as possible. Pretty sure that's Tahiti. Felicitations. That's some beautiful surfing there.
Team USA are paddling strong still, and they're chasing. They're not very far behind Hawaii. Yeah, they've shortened the distance between the two canoes. So this is Team Hawaii on the screen right now, closely followed by Team USA. And they're looking strong.
We're all here squinting at the screen, trying to get the number of this canoe. Our apologies if we gave you the wrong steer before. We'll have to find out if there's another crew with a red t-shirt that may have been stuck before. But this does look like Tahiti. They're surfing very well. Coming in for the first lap.
Yeah, it has been confirmed by our boat's men that this is Team Tahiti on the screen right now. Félicitations, Tahiti. And we're sorry if we have given you the wrong information on another red t-shirt team. So we'll find out who or which team actually turned over or capsized out there. But right now, the placings remain Hawaii in number 1, USA in number 2, and Team Tahiti in third place, followed by Aotearoa in fourth and New Caledonia.
we're having a big discussion here about what's happened. Our on the boat reporter says that the crew that was capsized has recovered, or so we believe our drone pilot is in third, and 10 and 5 are in front, but we will try and confirm that.
Oh my goodness, we have Team USA is surging past Hawaii. This is a close tussle between these two teams, Hawaii and USA, on the screen right now. Uh, Absolutely perfect. Just before then, we had the switch where Team USA surged past Team Hawaii. So it looks like USA is now in the lead. They're now in number one, and Hawaii is second. And still in third place is Tahiti, chasing the first two who are in the front. But these two teams are very, very close, and it could change again on the turn. But as you can see it on the screen right now, this is USA in the front, followed by Hawaii. USA just surged right past them a few minutes before, but it could change again because they're very close. Yeah, USA was leading right from the start. And then Hawaii caught up to them at the turn. But now coming up into Apia Harbor for the second turn for the second lap to go back out again to the eastern side. And they've switched now. We have Team USA just a little bit ahead. They're not they're not clear from Team Hawaii, because Team Hawaii is also very, very strong, and the positioning could change again. But let's not forget Tahiti coming in third place. They're probably just pacing themselves. The tussle between USA and Hawaii is absolutely riveting right now. I mean, look at Hawaii is just kind of like pacing themselves behind Team USA. Um, could change again at the turn as we head into Apia Harbor to the boys in Apia Harbour for their second turn to head back out um, on their second lap and the final lap before they come back to the finish line. But Hawaii is not very far. They're still on the tail of USA. Aloha and welcome again if you're just coming in and on this coverage from the beautiful islands of Samoa. You're looking at the V6 Master Men's 50 category on the ocean right now. And this is race number one for our second day, Tuesday, the 15th of August, of the IVF World Distance Championships held here in Samoa. And you're seeing right now Team USA in the lead. They just changed about 10 minutes ago when Hawaii was in the lead. Now Team USA is in the lead, but USA is not, Hawaii is not giving up. They're on the tail of USA. And in third place is Team Tahiti. And we believe that Aotearoa is number 4, is in fourth place, and Nouvelle Caledonies in fifth. But we will confirm that later from our team on the boat on the placings for fourth and fifth, because Aotearoa took over the position from New Caledonia at the first turn, but it may have changed again out there on the swells. But right now, in first placing, we have USA, and in second, Hawaii, in third, Tahiti, fourth, Aotearoa, and fifth, Nouvelle Caledonies. And what you're looking at now, we're coming into the beautiful harbor of Apia. You're seeing on your right side of the screen is the government building of Samoa, and we're right here in front of that government building broadcasting to you this live coverage of the IVF World Distance Championships, race number one for day 2. And right now we have USA and Hawaii vying for this, who's going to take out the championship for the Master Men 50 category on our second day of racing here in Apia. But beautiful backdrop here of Apia town. The big building here on your right, as I said, is the government building of Samoa, and the village for where we host all our paddlers is right in front there, right on the seawall. And just behind the government building is the cathedral, the Immaculate Conception Cathedral, Catholic Cathedral, a beautiful cathedral for you to visit if you happen to be in Samoa, built by a Samoan priest. And the architecture and the paintings and the artifacts inside this church is magnificent. But right now, we're looking at Team USA and Hawaii coming in onto the second turn at the buoy right here in Apia Harbor, where they will turn here and then head out again for the second lap before they come back into the Apia Harbor to complete the 24-kilometer race. Welcome again to our IVF World Distance Championships here in Samoa, the Master Men's 50 category. Wow, look at this. This is beautiful. We are seeing now Team USA. They're going to make the first turn at the buoy. And just behind them is Hawaii. And the turns are crazy. I mean, look at this. This is fabulous. I love this. Oh, this is so cool. It could change again at the turn. This always happens at turns when some teams can just blast out of the turn and overtake another team. Right now, USA is still holding the position from Team Hawaii, but this is fabulous action for the men's Master Men's 50. So beautiful. This is really fantastic. USA is still keeping their position, and Hawaii is still right behind them. these two are just going to be belting it out of here off Apia Harbor, but um, it could change with Tahiti coming up behind them because these two are fighting it out. And if they don't conserve energy, Tahiti might just come up behind Team Hawaii and USA. We can see now across on the harbor is a red team, and that is Tahiti coming in for their turn. Um, if we could just get a aerial. Yeah, so Team USA just went past our screen, and then in second is Hawaii. And in the background with the red t shirts is Team Tahiti coming in for their turn at the buoy. So they're not far behind at all. Because once you get out of the smooth waters here in the harbor, and then you're back out on the swells heading east along the coastline of Upolu Island, and if you ride the waves beautifully, you can actually catch up on the others. But Team Tahiti looks really, really strong. Ale Tahiti! They are looking strong because they're on their own, so they've not racing, against another one right behind them. But they might be able to catch up to the first lot, USA and Hawaii. But we'll see. It's a wide turn there by Tahiti. What a beautiful morning here in Apia. And we're seeing now Team Tahiti in the red t shirts in Apia Harbor making their turn to head back out again for the second lap of this 24-kilometer race of the Master Men's 50 category. On Tuesday, the 15th of August, race number one and our day two for the IVF World Distance Championships. Talofa lava, bonjour. Welcome to all our viewers online and also to all our viewers here in front of the government building. All our paddlers from all around the world. Talofa, and beautiful day for all of us. And right now we're seeing on the screen Team Canada in the orange. Unmistakable now because I now know that this is their uniform, orange. And this is Canada in number 4. Team Canada was out at in the 5th or 6th placing, and Aotearoa and New Caledonia were vying for 4th and 5th, but Team Canada has come up to 4th. So malo lava Canada, eseto fai me mafai. Absolutely fantastic workmanship out there, or the skills, they look really, really strong coming up to the turn here in Apia Harbor. So you're looking at Canoe 11. This is Team Canada doing their turn at the buoy for the to complete the first leg of the 24-kilometer, and then they're heading back out again for the second leg. And this is Canoe 6, Aotearoa. They're now in 5th place. Canada overtook Team Aotearoa New Zealand, and they're now in 5th. They're coming into their turn here in the Apia Harbor. But the placings we have right now is Team USA in number 1, Hawaii in number 2, Tahiti in number 3, and Canada number 4, and Aotearoa in number 5. So again, it could change. There's been a lot of changes in positioning on this race for the Master Men 50, and we could see some more changes out there when we head out to the ocean. We have now Team New Caledonia, Nouvelle Calédonie, Coming into the harbor, canoe number 4, and they're now in 6th place. So this is fantastic. The footage that we're seeing right now today, beautiful, beautiful day here in Apia, and we're looking now at Nouvelle Calédonie making their turn. Canoe number 6. New Caledonia making their turn here at the buoy in Apia Harbour, uh, and heading out to the second lap of the 24 kilometer race. And the placings, again, for our Master Men 50, in number 1, USA. In number 2 is Hawaii. Number 3, Tahiti. Number 4, Canada. Number 5, Aotearoa, New Zealand. Number 6, New Caledonia. And we're looking now at another red team, canoe number 7. This is Singapore. They come in 7th place. So Singapore is coming in now for their turn. They're in canoe number 7. And they're 7th position in this race right now. Smooth turn. So you're looking at team Singapore in the 7th canoe, and they're placing 7th. In this category, we have 11 countries competing. So you've already seen 7 canoes make their turn to head out for the second lap. So we have another 4 canoes to come in. Beautiful turn here by Singapore team as they make their complete their turn here in Apia Harbour, and then head out for the second lap of the 24-kilometer race. We're already done 1 hour and 4 minutes in this race, so we'll see what the oceans will produce and the swells out there, because I'm sure that the swells have increased in size, and it could make for some changes as well in positioning. And we're now looking at a blue team coming into Apia Harbour, and we can't quite make out the number on the canoe, so we're able to confirm which country this is. What we're seeing now on the water, we have Hawaii and USA. The tussle between these two teams is still going. and it's relentless, an absolutely relentless battle out there between these two nations, to see who's going to claim first place out of this. They're just neck to neck. And I believe back in the harbor, we have Samoa making their turn um, at the buoy in Apia Harbor. And they're coming in on their canoe number 9. So their placing right now for Samoa is they come in 8th placing for the Master Men's 50. Um, and they're looking great out there as well. Malo lava tamfai malo on site. So you're seeing Team Samoa right now coming out of Apia Harbor. They're in canoe number 9, and they're in 8th position right now. We have 11 countries that competing today for the Master Men 50, but one boat capsized out there, and it's been confirmed that it is Team Brazil. Team Brazil capsized out there on the ocean. So we now only have 10 teams, 10 countries vying for the top place in this 24-kilometer race of the Master Men's 50. But the action between Hawaii and USA is relentless. They are still at it, fighting it out for who is going to take the championship for the 24-kilometer race of the Master Men's 50. It is absolutely beautiful action out there between these men. The skillsmanship, the concentration, the focus, and the swells are just absolutely massive out there right now. But they're just beautiful, beautiful performance out there between these two. Thank you, Team USA and Hawaii, for giving us fantastic viewing of this beautiful sport of va'a. We're really watching top class performance out here on the waves, and how you ride the waves and how you get in and dig deep to get your canoe out of the waves when you're landing in a trough. But right now, they just seem to be flying on the waves right now, USA and Hawaii. So right now we don't have a first or a second because in the lead right now is Hawaii, and Team USA is just only a few seats behind. But again, it's back to the skills of the skipper and how you can ride the waves and get your team focused on getting through the waves and the swells. But USA is close behind them. So as we've said, like we've seen right throughout this whole race, these two teams have dominated the race, and the position can change again. USA might just surge ahead of Hawaii. Hawaii have a rest, and then they're back in again. But it's a beautiful performance out there on between these two teams, and they're giving us fantastic, um, well, making us sit on the edge of our seats right now. These two.
Bit of paddler perspective. The headwind, you have certain qualities. You know you're strong, you can push, or maybe you're not so strong and your surfing is better. These two crews have gone neck to neck, both upwind and downwind. So I think we can rule that out. And what we're seeing now is just passion, the desire to win, and ability to concentrate when you're really tired, and hold your composure, be calm. These big waves are coming, the nose is going up. It's very uncomfortable for seat 1 and 2. But the flow, you feel the flow and the rhythm of 3, 4, 5, and 6 behind you. It makes it a lot easier. So kia kaha, be strong, and ihu ki te uhu. We say in Māori, neck to neck, nose to nose. It's a dogfight between Hawaii and USA.
Just look at the focus on these men. Number 1 and 2 and 3 on the screen, and 4. Just the absolute focus on the job. And it's just fantastic to see this. Really, really love. I love the action being shown here by these two teams on the ocean. Beautiful. This is what competition is all about. And you're watching right now the IVF World Distance Championships here in the beautiful islands of Samoa. And on your screen is Team Hawaii. They have surged ahead of Team USA, but USA is not very far behind. But like King is saying, this is all passion right now. They're coming into the second leg of this 24-kilometer race, um, and they're going to be at the turning point soon. But they are absolutely relentless and focused out there, this team. Beautiful, beautiful capturing of the spirit of Va'a. We are looking now at a team blue here that has stopped for some reason. We're not quite sure which team this is.
And as we make our way back up to the turning buoy, we see some singles out there, paddlers getting their preparations in for their next singles race. And the crew we are following here, just get a little bit closer, we're not too sure. And just quickly reporting on the battle between the front, it looks like Team Hawaii may have edged out ever so slightly from Team USA. We will get a report. Oh, there we are. We'll get a report from Paul as soon as we can about the change in positions at the lead. Our drone is working through the middle of the pack as we come up to the turning buoy. Just some feedback from our viewers online. We believe this is Team Alani Kai from Hawaii. Now, Alani Kai is the strongest club in Hawaii. They just won the last weekend the state championships, the AAA division. The open men won, and their sophomore open men and freshman men won their divisions, as well as many other age groups. So we have a very solid contingent here from Hawaii, particularly in this Master Men's 50. They will be very happy, and that is possibly Jim Foti steering, and it looks like his brother John, who are legends of Lani Kai, and also at many of our world sprints and world long distance championship events. They are ambassadors for Hawaii, ambassadors for Lani Kai. Team Lani Kai surging away. Fitness, they paddle and train in very rough conditions out on Lani Kai on the windward side of Oahu. A lot of experience in their crew. We know they can surf as well. So I'm putting odds on, well, no, I'm not going to do that because we've seen some armors, some accidents, and anything can happen. So I'll let them finish on their own mana. Thank you to all our viewers around the world tuning in and providing your support. We believe Team USA is in second, Tahiti in third, so we believe from the race reports, the positions are 1 Hawaii, 2 USA, 3 Tahiti, and 4 Canada. We have Brazil had capsized earlier, and we had a crew in blue that stopped for some reason, and we're reassessing their situation. We're not too sure if they are still in the race. We can see the birds in the background. Maybe there's some fish over there. Looks like they're doing a drink change. See seat 5 there, grabbing his drinking system. Maybe they'll call it up. Seat 4, seat 3, seat 2, seat 1. Oh, and the steerer just changed their paddle. Interesting. it's kind of uncomfortable when you're banging up upwind and the nose is going up and down. But the model of the canoe here is the Matahina, made in Tahiti, and I believe this was shaped originally custom by Ronnie Rete Ebb's father, and it was made into a production mold which almost every crew in Tahiti uses for the Hawaii Nui and the local races, and now has become very popular overseas and is the official craft of choice for the World Distance 2023. Yep, so confirming that is USA in second. Team Hawaii, Lanikai, look like they have a 4 or 5 boat length lead, and I'm pretty sure it will be Tahiti in third.
Kingi, can I ask you why is this Matahina model preferred over the other models? What makes it different?
My understanding is the all-round performance with a focus on the surf, where you need to make a big advantage, and you can really show your ability. The Matahina performs very well in the surf and very well in the open ocean. It has the high the cockpits, so less water comes in, so it's a little bit safer, a little easier to manage. And I think the shape is really suited for our Pacific conditions, for the big ocean. A preferred weapon of choice for the steerers, the top steerers in the world. Ease of control, ease of comfort. You may find canoes out there that are lighter, but after paddling quite a few races in those and the Matahina has excellent control. The steerer can really point it and position it where they need to. Some of the other lighter canoes sit very high and they're a little bit harder to position. And if there's a crosswind, sometimes it can pull the steerer off, and that can be quite frustrating. So I think there's always a balance, a compromise between shape, performance, and weight. And I think they've really landed on this, and it proven itself, right? So in the won the Hawaii Nui multiple times with the EDT. This is before the new generation of Shalva'a. They were champions, Steve Te Joatat, the boys. Yeah, they kind of made the canoe famous, the wooden one in the Hawaii Nui. Beautiful canoe. I would just like to update. Thank you, Teva, my friend Teva. My apologies. Atak made that model. But my understanding is that there was some customization on the Atak model. If I'm wrong, please let me know and we'll share that in the comments with our friends. Atak, massive respect to you. I was lucky enough to receive some personal tuition from Atak in Huahine. Maximum respect, so yeah, definitely want to acknowledge Atak and thank you very much. Maruru Teva.
Welcome again to our IVF World Distance Championships here in Samoa. You're watching the Masterman 50 race on right now on day 2 of our championships. You're looking at Team USA right now, and their number 3 is doing a bailing right now. They've taken on quite a bit of water. I'm sure a lot of teams have taken on water because the surf out there is pretty high. And they're in second position right now. Hawaii has surged ahead of Team USA. But for pretty much the first part of the race, these two teams were neck to neck. But now going upwind, Hawaii is ahead of Team USA, but we might see a change maybe at the turning point when they head back in to complete the second leg of the 24-kilometer race. Um, we have for the positionings of all our teams out there for this race, there's been quite a few changes in positioning. And right now we have Hawaii in first place. In second is USA. Third, Tahiti. Fourth, Canada. And fifth, Aotearoa, New Zealand. And we believe that in sixth place is New Caledonia. There are 10 teams out there on the ocean right now because it used to be 11. Brazil, unfortunately, our brothers from Brazil capsized out there in the ocean. We now only have 10 countries competing for this Masterman 50 24-kilometer race. Um, so, welcome again to Samoa and welcome to our race for day two. We're coming up to the last turning point now for the 24-kilometer race. Um, and then they head back downwind again into Apia. And we'll be seeing then who will take out the top three positions for the Masterman 50 24-kilometer race.
Oh, and we come out of the turn. Hawaii's looking to extend their lead, catch these first bumps, make a bit more of a margin and make it very difficult for USA to come back. However, as one of our viewers, KD, said, USA is closer to Hawaii in lap 2 upwind than they were in lap 2. Can they surf ahead again? So we do know that Team USA surfed very well, and so did Team Hawaii. So we will see. Stay tuned for this exciting race.
And we've got Team Tahiti coming up to number 3 to make their turn. And we're just seeing the Hawaii right now on the screen in number 1.
Well, indeed, very exciting there. We will see how this unfolds. Team Hawaii in 1, USA 2, Tahiti 3, and there we go, some other crews heading back up. That's Canada in 4th, so we're able to see and confirm our position. Oh, very nice. Here we go, little push. Can that nose get over? Oh, frustrating. Kia kaha, round the back.
just looking at Team Australia now, going past Hawaii, going to their turn. But Hawaii team are just absolutely crushing it out there right now. They look really really strong and focused on their job and knowing that they're ahead and trying to make that distance, lengthen the distance between themselves and Team USA. And we've got another team going past Hawaii in the red, and that is Singapore. That's the other team that's in red is Singapore, and they, at the last readings, their positioning was seventh. Oh, wow! Look at this. Wow, so beautiful. Fantastic action by Team Hawaii here on the ocean.
Yeah, so they want to kind of lined up a sequence. The steerer will be trying to put them on a few bumps at the same time. It does look sticky. They are having to work quite hard to push the nose in. Jim is a very experienced steerman. Multiple Molokai hois, multiple Hawaii nuis. Famous. What have you got, team? Here we go. Here we go. Picking up now. Little in-betweeners. Commanding lead. Unable to see Team USA. Oh, there we go. Some more action. We're going to try to get a report from our pool. There you go, to confirm that was Team Germany that had capsized. So we've seen 3 capsizes so far, or 2. Team Germany, Team Brazil. So challenging conditions. Obviously, maybe the direction of the swell is making the armor a little bit tippy. And we are searching now for Team USA. Ooh, they're not behind that boat? No. Sorry, we're looking at multiple cameras here to try and give you the latest update. So that we're back with Team Hawaii. That was Team USA before. Hawaii looking very strong. Beautiful reach from stroke 2. Patience, focus, working together as a team. Critical right now. This last fifth of the race. Focusing, listening to your steerer, not blowing all your batteries or your bullets too early. Nothing worse than going too hard and getting to the finish and you get cramp, and then you feel the heat of your competitors. We saw that yesterday in a few races. Really taxed out the paddlers, getting right there to the finish. We do have contact with USA. They are in second. We're just trying to get the distance between second and first, and third and second. But there is no change in the positions. The positions are Hawaii 1, USA 2, Tahiti 3, and Canada 4. We have capsizes from Germany and Brazil, and we had a possible reassessment of a canoe and their team situation from a team in blue. We are now with Tahiti. Big shout out to Roland Tiahui, captain of our team of Mihere Va'a, who's most likely in a leadership position in this crew. Exceptional paddler, and all of these boys, I'm sorry I can't quite see you. You're a little too far away. We're squinting here. But we'll get an update, but they are flying on the surf. Shee! Marere. Marere style. Marere is the flying fish. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Way to go, boys. Yeah.
Welcome again to the live broadcast from IVF World Distance Championships here in Samoa for the Master Men's 50. We're right now looking at Team Tahiti, and they're in third place from the last positionings that we got from our people on the boats. In the first is Hawaii, and second, Team USA. You're looking at Hawaii right now, and Tahiti is in third place. So we're not quite sure how far behind Tahiti is from Team USA, but they look strong out there, and they're doing some great surfing on the waves. Really good. And Hawaii is just absolutely crushing it out there on the waves. They're so focused, beautiful surfing on the boats. It's just the way. Look at this boat. Look at that Matahina go. I mean, it's just now it's learning from Kingi that this is a Matahina model in Tahiti, modeled by ATAC, and we're seeing a beautiful canoe performing for the long distance races here in Samoa.
Commentator Paul, loving it out there. We're going to try and get back to him for some impressions and reactions of the surfing league.
Team Hawaii is now going past Taumesina Resort, so they're not far away from Apia Harbor now. And they're just riding these waves beautifully out there. Really fantastic. Love the way that they're so focused, and they've surged way ahead of Team USA now. So they're not very far from Apia Harbor now, because in the background we're looking at Taumesina Resort, and that's just only a few more, probably another 15 minutes before they come into Apia Harbor. Fantastic action. Oh, they're right in front of Palolo Deep. They're not. They're right here now. And the waves are just bringing them in like crazy. They're riding it so beautifully downwind. It's so fantastic. See, they're making the turn in now into the harbor. Oh, and we have a V1 out there as well. Yeah, they're straightening up. They're coming into the harbor now. This is Team Hawaii, who had for quite a while during this race had a really tough tussle with USA for quite some time. But on that last leg, they've just surged ahead of Team USA, and now they're coming in to the finish line.
There we go. That was the voice of our commentator. He's pumped out there. I know he wants to paddle. He's hanging out. I'm sure he represents all of us here, sitting watching this beautiful race in this beautiful country, Samoa. Mahalo for having us here in the broadcast studio, live stream office. I thank you to all the organizers and all the team that helped put this together.
Wow, you're looking now in an aerial view of Apia Harbor as Team Hawaii heads into Apia Harbor for the final leg and to the finish line. Wow, they must be feeling really stoked right now, but you kind of have to get it through those currents and the waves out there just outside Apia Harbor because they're quite choppy. Before they can reach the calm waters of the harbor inside, and then they can feel like, yes, they've made it. Yeah, we have Canada on the screen right now, and they're coming in on fourth place, I believe, because Tahiti is still in number three. Number two is Team USA, but you're looking now at the team in orange. This is Team Canada, and they've taken over the placing from Aotearoa, New Zealand, on this last leg. So they're looking strong out there. Um, Not quite sure how far behind they are from Tahiti.
And this looks like our first place coming into the turn on the green marker. Team Hawaii. And as you can see, they have extended their lead quite a bit. Well done. Excellent racing. Very clear victors here for the Mastermen 50 V6. And you can see the V1 out there having a great time as well, getting ready. See what happens on this swell. Cross directional. They have to turn into the harbor. You have many options when you're steering out there. The big ground swell, the little roller of the cross section. That's what I love about surfing is it's your natural ability to choose the right path, and some people just have the knack and they're able to progress so quickly.
Team Hawaii now coming into the Apia Harbor and just looking absolutely strong. And they are so jubilant. I can see, look at the steerer's face. He's a happy man.
I got a little story about the steerer, Jim Forty. At the end of the last World Sprints, I saw him and he had all these medals around his neck. And I was like, Jim, you've got more medals than just the Master 50. He goes, yeah, you know, I had to jump in with the 40s. They were short. And then the open guys were short. So I had to get some medals. And I was like, wow. He goes, yeah, you know, us guys, you know, we just wait for the young guys to go out partying too much the night before and then they don't come back. So we're lurking around waiting for our opportunity. And I said, well, that lurking really paid off, Jim. You've come out with a few medals, and he's done it again this year in the long distance here in Apia, Samoa. So there's a lot of senior, older paddlers who are still deeply passionate about our sport, paddling, and will jump in anywhere. You can never count them out. Age is just a number.
That is such a beautiful view. We're looking at Team Hawaii coming in, and I can just make out a turtle. Yeah, greeting the Team Hawaii. Oh my gosh. It's what we call our sacred fish. So it's a happy day for Hawaii for the Mastermen 50 as they head into the finish line here in Apia Harbor. Their win is absolutely, they're just way ahead now of second place, Team USA, who they've had the toughest tussle with out there on the ocean. But yes, what a beautiful story about the steersman of Team Hawaii, his passion for the sport and how he's just so involved and invested in this sport of va'a. And you can tell from the way that he's brought his crew in and through the surf, through the currents of Samoa, and they've done absolutely beautifully today. They're now coming into the finish line here in Apia Harbor. This is your live broadcast for the race number 1 for day 2 of the IVF World Distance Championships, and you're watching the winning team, Hawaii, for the Mastermen 50 category.
Not long to go. They'll be able to see that buoy, the buoy. It's about 600 meters, 700 meters. It's almost a assured victory here for Team Hawaii. Team USA in second. Oh, this is Team Aotearoa, number 6. We'll just see if there's 3 according to our race reporters and feedback from our boats. Oh, this could be a interesting battle here.
Yeah, Team Aotearoa and canoe number 6. Can't quite make out. I think in the foreground there is Nouvelle Calédonie. They're a little bit ahead of. Oh no, they're neck to neck. These two teams, Aotearoa and New Caledonia. Yeah, it looks like Aotearoa is now passing Team New Caledonia on the ocean. And that means they will be chasing after Team Canada because Team Canada is in fourth placing right now, um, and New Caledonia and Aotearoa are having a battle out there for fifth placing. So we've got Team Hawaii now coming in. They're so close to the finish line. Oh my God, this is a beautiful shot of them from behind as they head into Apia Harbor. In the beautiful islands of Samoa, you're watching this absolutely fantastic team from Hawaii paddle into Apia Harbor to claim the victory for the Master Men's 50 category for the IVF World Distance Championships held here in Samoa. They've done a fantastic job the whole way through in the 24 kilometers that they've competed in this morning, and for quite a bit of the time they were in a tough battle with Team USA. But now, right at the end, they surged right far ahead of Team USA and lengthened the distance between their canoe and that of Team USA when they were out on the ocean and the swells, riding the swells. So kudos and bravo. Malo, malo lava le alo i le team Hawaii. O le o mai nei tutonu o le haba o apia. Eh, they are the winners now, the champions of the Masterman 50. Looking very, very strong um, after coming through some really tough conditions out there on the ocean. But we can see now the yellow buoys that marks the finish line for this 24-kilometer race. A well-deserved win by this team. Beautiful synchronicity here as they come into Pia Harbor to claim that first place and the gold medal. Really lovely. I love the focus that this team gave and showed us right throughout the race. It's just beautiful action. Malo lava Hawaii, malo, 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 li tamwhai, malo, li fa malo si. So beautiful. We're just seeing some fantastic action and a very happy team out there. And also the supporters of Team Hawaii as they make their way in to claim victory for the Masterman 50 category. Still strong after this grueling conditions out there for the 24-kilometer race. So beautiful. Really, really fantastic footage here of this as they come in to cross that finish line and claim Malo Malo Lava.
And crossing the line in second place, Team USA. Well done. What a battle between those two crews.
Gosh, it's a beautiful race between USA and Hawaii. and they just come into the finish line now. Looking very happy that they've come through that. What a beautiful shot that is. Malo Lava Team USA. Done fantastic out there. And thank you for giving us a great view of the performance.
And Tahiti coming in for third. That field extended out a little bit on that second lap. They were quite close heading up to that first buoy. And then my recollection was Hawaii and USA battled down on that first surf leg. Tahiti dropped off a little bit. And first and second, Hawaii and USA battled pretty much for the halfway up the upwind. And then Tahiti had an excellent surf leg, but just a little bit behind.
Team Tahiti coming into Apia Harbour now to claim third place and the bronze medal for the Masterman 50. And they're looking very happy, giving us the thumbs up. Yeah, beautiful scenery here. It's so calm here in the harbour compared to what they had to come through out there in the ocean. Yeah, but we've got now in first place Hawaii in first place and USA in second, and you're looking now at the bronze medal winners, Team Hawaii, coming in to claim into the finish line. Great view of Team Tahiti going into the finish line here in Apia Harbour. And these are the provisional results right now. Hawaii in number 1, USA number 2. Tahiti you're looking at now coming in to claim third position at the finish line. And Canada will be coming in soon to the finish line, and they're in fourth place. Beautiful backdrop of Apia, the beautiful islands of Samoa, host of the IVF World Distance Championships for this year, 2023. Great shot. We've had a few canoes that capsized out there on the ocean. Unfortunately for Germany and Brazil, they couldn't finish the race because they capsized. We had 11 teams that went out there, or 11 countries went out there too, and they've crossed. We've got Tahiti. Ale Tahiti! They've crossed the finish line now to claim third place and a bronze medal. And as I said before, we had 11 countries represented in this Master Men's 50. Um, and then we ended up with two teams capsized, and that left only nine canoes out there for the competition. We have Canada now coming in fourth place. Malolaba Team Canada. There's a beautiful shot of them coming into the finish line. The team in orange is Team Canada. And that leaves another five teams to come in because we only have nine teams now out there on the ocean because two teams capsized. Oh, we've got Australia in the picture right now in a yellow gold t shirt. Not quite sure which team is just behind Australia on the screen right now, and but they're coming in fast. It looks like it's Nouvelle Caledonie, but Australia has come in bypassed New Caledonia because New Caledonia was behind Canada. But we're now looking at Team Australia in canoe number 3. Wow, beautiful shot here of Team Canada coming into the finish line. And we're looking now at Australia as well, furiously paddling into Apia Harbour. And they passed New Caledonia. And again, we're back onto Team Canada as they head in to cross the finish line. Malo Canada, well done. Number 4, well done. My gosh, they've really fought out there to get into this position because New Caledonia was ahead. Thank you so much for viewing our first race of today, day number 2 of the IVF World Distance Championships, and we just brought you the Master Men 50 category